Every town is proud of its community and wants to see it flourish and grow, and the Blueprint really is a fantastic model for that and has really raised some very, very important issues in the way we spend our money, the way we employ people, and the way we can actually work with each other to really help growth in the community. Tideford is one of the few Soil Association accredited kitchens in the UK, and we make a range of organic soups, pasta sauces, porridges and rice puddings. Many of them award-winning and gluten-free. We supply major multiples, independents throughout the UK, and we're very proud to still be making things like you would at home. So at the moment we're sourcing up to, we're up to 65 UK ingredients. We have a target of 85 by the end of next year, and we're working more and more with local producers, farmers, to try and really engage them at a local level. The economy of Totnes is very, very vibrant. I mean, it's forever changing, evolving. The work that has been done on bringing the community together, I think, is really interesting through Transition Totnes. Introducing suppliers to manufacturers, to processors. I think there's still a long way to go, but I think there's a lot of very interesting work being done at the moment. I think I was really struck by this point that by employing people locally and using local suppliers, producers, that money goes back into the community and really helps the growth for the local area. Whereas what you find when you're dealing with the multiples, that a lot of the overhead costs are actually centralised, and so it's not going directly back into a community but back into, somewhere who knows where. I think the Blueprint is a very, very interesting model for the future. I think one of the really interesting points that was made in the Blueprint was the amount of money that is spent in the supermarkets locally, and if only say 10–15% of that could be shifted into the local community, the difference would be enormous. We've started working with local farmers. Our recipes now are becoming much more seasonal. Some of the things that we're looking at is actually contracting in on certain vegetables for the year, so giving stability to the local farmers as well as providing us with a very definite price point for our seasonal recipes. We've actually started working with one of the processors locally as well, because our factory doesn't actually suit processing, so we can't actually handle, because of our customer base, we're not in a position to be able to sort of scrape off slugs and snails, so to speak, so we need to put all the vegetables through a processor, and who can deliver it to us diced and fresh, still fresh but diced and cleaned. So for us it's really opened our eyes to the possibilities of work, and also introduced us to many people who we may not have been introduced to before. I think one gets very tunnel vision when you're just trying to grow a company.